It's not about how she's making me mad. It's not about how she's upsetting everybody in the office. What is that person doing that's impacting the practice and impacting patient care? Let's take an example. I worked with a girl, let's call her Linda. So I worked with a girl, always just complained. Everything was just off. She was an assistant, the hygienist, never bagged instruments the right way. She never got to the ultrasonic fast enough. There was just always something. So Linda's coming up to me and she's like, she's still doing it. And this is really a problem. And I'm just blah, blah, blah. And I'm just upset. And I can't believe she's like that. Your job as a manager now is listen. Is this because she's complaining to you and she wants you to fix it, or is she just venting? They need to say is, what can you do about it? Is there anything we can do about it? That's the ask. But if they're coming to you and just complaining, you're going to need to step back and say, is there anything that you would like me to do about this? It sounds easy to say. Try it the first time. It doesn't roll off too easily, right? Especially if you're a new manager, you're not 1000% confident in your role. I've been there. Now, if you ask that question and Linda looks at you and just says, I'm just complaining, she's never going to do anything. Nobody's going to do anything. She does the same thing all the time. You have to realize at this point that she's not just complaining and venting. This can develop. So what I heard there is a little bit of resentment and the fact that she's frustrated. This isn't going to change any. Is she expecting you to help? Maybe not. But do you as a manager need to explore that a little bit more? I think you do. These are all the fine lines I'm talking about. It really is up to you to establish that boundary of, you're coming to me with an issue. How would you want me to handle that issue? And that's what I would say. How would you like me to handle this issue? And if Linda says, you know what, don't worry about it, she's not ready to have that conversation. So let her go, but I wouldn't let that be the end of it. I would follow up with that maybe a day later and just say, hey, any more thoughts on that situation that we started to talk about? But if Linda looks at you and says, yeah, I wish someone would do something, that's when you shut the door, have a conversation, but it has to be focused on what is the person doing that's affecting the practice. It's not about how she's making me mad. It's not about how she's upsetting everybody in the office. What is that person doing that's impacting the practice and impacting patient care? Does this sound interesting to you? Follow the link for the full episode.